So I've decided to turn the Arsenal career mode on FIFA 15, which I started in my last video, into a series. So this is episode 2 of my Arsenal career mode on FIFA 15, and today we need to start with looking for a striker. I have set up a scouting instruction looking for strikers, and they've been searching for a few days, so let's take a look, see who it's come back with so far. So looking for promising strikers, so far I've got Yusuf Poulsen, Maro Icardi, and Kuma Babakar, but their scout reports won't be back for a few days yet. And in the first team quality instruction, it's come back with a lot of players who are probably too good for my team, because I'm only looking for a backup striker. I'm only looking for someone rated probably around 75. I've also got a couple of backup ideas for strikers in my head if one doesn't come back that I like from the scouting missions. But there's not much more I can do while those players are being scouted and those scouting missions are going on, so let's advance. I have a transfer offer of 2 million from Newcastle for Abu Dhabi here, but it is worth 2.4, so I think I'm going to counter at 2.5 and see if they'll go for that. If they won't, then I'll just accept the 2 million. My scouts have now bought me back Moussa Dembele as well, and to be honest, it doesn't actually look that great, but I'm going to scout him anyway. And Newcastle have come back and said they're only prepared to offer 2.2 million, but I do have another transfer offer for Abu Dhabi as well, so we're going to look at that first. But that's only 1.8 mil from Cologne, so probably just reject that, and then I'll accept the 2.2 from Newcastle. But now we are at the first game of the episode and the first game of the Premier League season here, at home against Crystal Palace. So these are the lineups that both teams are going with. So let's get into the first game of the season against Crystal Palace. This is something I just realised that I don't remember from back in the day. They've got the Premier League graphics on like the scoreboard and stuff. I completely forgot about that. Shamak shoots from range and he's hit the post there. That was a bit of a snapshot from Marouane Shamak and he hit the post. Came out of nowhere, that did, but now Theo Walcott can bring it forward. Gonna try and beat the fullback here. Not quite managed to do it, have I? Well, he's trod on the ball and it's gone behind him. Sanchez can play it out wide to Gibbs here. Gonna whip in an early cross. Should be on the head of Danny Welbeck. It's not. It was controlled by Walcott, but it was a poor touch. Palace have a shot there for edge of the box, but it's been deflected behind for a corner. It's going to be swung in by Balassi, and it's at the near post. It is cleared away, but it's dropped to the edge of the box. And I can't quite get to it. Now Zaha has it, but it's blocked by Ozil well. Oh, and I've kicked it against my own player there, but it's not actually cost me. Welbeck has the ball here. Going to play it to Walcott and then try and run it down the line with Walcott. I'm just going to try and go all the way past these defenders. Then try and pull a ball back. It wasn't actually a great cross, I thought, but it made it past the defender, but Ozil missed the header. Gazzola with the ball here. Going to play it into Ramsey. Now over to Walcott. I want Debuchy on the overlap. Play it to Debuchy. Put a cross in. Welbeck can't get his head to it. I'm going to hit it first time with Sanchez, but it's not a great effort. For some reason, he went for like a scissor kick volley instead of just a normal volley. Welbeck has the ball here. Going to try and slip it into Ozil. Can cut back on the defender. Not able to get a shot off, and that's an awful layoff to Welbeck. I don't know what happened there. It's a loose touch there, and Ramsey's got it. And I see Sanchez running. Going to try and play it up to him. It's a good ball. Going to have to shoot early, so I'm not tackled. And that's a great finish from Alexis Sanchez. And that is 1-0 to Arsenal. I've got to be honest, a little bit against the run of the play. Sort of in the last 10 minutes, we've been able to get back into it a bit more. For about the first half an hour, though, Palace were all over us. It was all Palace. But now we've been able to put on a bit of the pressure in the last 10 sort of minutes. And I was able to play that ball through. And it's a great finish from Alexis Sanchez. And that is 1-0. That's a ball inside. Shamak plays it back to Stephen Fletcher and he lashes it into the side netting. That should have been 1-1. That was actually good play by Palace there. And that is half-time and we are beating Palace 1-0 here. And honestly, it should be 1-1. They had a great chance right before half-time, but they couldn't take it. So we are going into the break with the lead. Welbeck with the ball here. Running with it. Can play it through to Theo Walcott. That's a great ball. Walcott with the shot and that's an awful finish. That should be 2-0. That's a great chance for Walcott to score there. Oh my God, that's terrible. Might have been my bad slightly. I aimed it towards that side of the goal. I might have aimed it a bit too far, but still expected a better finish than that. Ozil with the ball here. Going to play it down the line to Walcott. Going to take one touch and then whip the ball in. It's not a bad ball. Welbeck with the header. Heads it just wide. It's a ball given away there. Now Palace can bring it forward. It's a ball down the line to Yannick Balassi. That's Wilfried Zaha, not Balassi. He's gone inside Gibbs there. Play it to Shamak. Now it's crossed across and Leno's able to claim that. I don't know if it took a deflection. Looked like it did, but Leno was still able to save it. So given away there to Alexis Sanchez. I'm just going to shoot from range here. Couldn't even get the shot off. It's dropped to Ozil. Now Debuchy is on the overlap. Got it to Mathieu Debuchy. I'm going to shoot with him, and it's at the keeper. But Welbeck, I pressed LB to change player and shoot, but it did that thing where you press LB and then press B. You're not even pressing them at the same time, but it still chips it. That's really annoying because that was an open goal for Welbeck there. But now with 80 minutes gone, I'm going to make a couple of subs here. So I'm bringing on Wilshere, Arteta, and Oxlade-Chamberlain. I've taken off Cazorla, Ozil, and Welbeck, and moved Walcott up front. It's a ball in there, but it's been blocked. It's dropped out to Balassi. You can play it to Jedinak. Can't get the tackle in. I've fallen over in the box. That's not helped me, but that's a shot that's gone just wide. Trying to close him out, and I got tripped up, which allowed him to have that free shot there. Bushi with the ball here. As Oxlade-Chamberlain running outside of him. That's actually a really heavy ball, which I didn't want such a heavy ball there, but it's all right. I can just try and keep possession and move it around. We're in stoppage time here. Just want to see the game out and maybe get a second here. Walcott's not able to get that second. It's saved by Speroni. Now, hopefully this corner will be the last action of the game. Not able to get my head to it, but that is full time now. And we do beat Palace 1-0 on the opening day of the season. And it was a fairly close game. Palace did play pretty well, but we were able to come away with the win. So we have confirmation here that Abu Diaby's been sold to Newcastle. So we got 1.9 mil from that. And now we've got some of our scout reports back on those strikers. So let's go take a look at these. We've also got some new strikers coming as well, but let's take a look at the scout reports we got back first. So Moussa Dembele's a 64 overall, so that's too low, so I'm going to get rid of him. Yusuf Poulsen's a 69, a little bit too low, but not so bad. Mauro Icardi's a 77, probably a little high. And Kuma Babakar's 73. That's more around what I'm looking for, but a little too low, but we'll keep him there anyway. But now I'm going to scout these other players that have come in as well, and we'll see what overall they come back with. Well, I'm not going to scout them all, actually, because some of them aren't good enough. And the only one who actually is good enough is Paulo Dybala, so he's the only one I'm going to scout. So we've got another player coming back in the scouting reports here, which is Branimir Hagota. I don't actually know how to say that. I'm probably pronouncing a lot of these names wrong, to be honest. But we're going to scout him because he looks decent. And now we've had Saido Berahino come back in the scouting report as well. And I think if I remember from the last video when I was looking at the teams, I think Berahino's a 75, which actually would suit me perfectly. So I'm going to scout Berahino, but I don't think that 9 days is going to be enough time before the end of the transfer window. But now we have the second game of the episode here, our first away game of the season against Everton. So those are the starting lineups that both teams are going with. We're unchanged. So let's get into the second game of the episode against Everton. And I just realised I never even mentioned when I was looking at the teams that they've got Romelu Lukaku up front, and he was an absolute monster in this era of FIFA games. So he could be a tough opponent today. It's a ball into the box from Everton. Chance to play it across. That's a shot from Barkley and a great save from Leno. Can I get it clear? I can. I thought that was going to be 1-0 there. Gibbs can play a ball forward here to Santi Cazorla. Now out to Alexis Sanchez. Can run inside with it. He's done well here. Going to hit a shot from Rangers Sanchez. Tim Howard makes the save. Ref, get out of the way. Didn't actually hinder me too much, so it's not too bad. So I'm able to play the ball down to Debussy here. Get a cross into Welbeck with the header straight at Tim Howard. They've got the ball in the box here. Went for a slide tackle. That's a penalty. I got pushed away from McCarthy there when I was trying to jockey him. So it was really difficult to track him because I was out of position through no fault on my own. But that tackle was my fault, and that was a penalty. It's because Barkley there, he pushed me out of the way, so I ended up where I didn't want to be. Are now just going to stand like this for the next few minutes, or are we going to actually take the penalty? Okay, Leighton Baines is going to step up for Everton here. I'm going to go to the right. He's faked me. He did a stutter step, and that threw me off, and I went the wrong way anyway. And that is 1-0 to Everton. Cazorla with the ball into Welbeck there. Play it to Ramsey. Back to Welbeck. It's good play. Welbeck with a chance to shoot. It's blocked by Jagielka. Shouldn't have taken the extra touch there. I wanted to take a touch and then curl it into the right-hand side, but should have just hit it first time maybe. And that is half-time there, and it's good they called half-time there because Everton were through there. So if that happened to me, I would have been pretty annoyed, but I'm glad it was called half-time when it was. And we've had a decent amount of chances in this first half, so I'm optimistic we can score in the second half because we've created the chances, you just need to put them away. It's a good pass from Walcott out to Debussy there. I need Walcott to peel off instead of just run with him. Going to lay it off to Walcott now. He's going to shoot at the near post with him. It's been blocked. Can he shoot again? He can't. He took so long to take that shot. Seemed like he was taking an age to pull his leg back to fire there. That's a poor pass from Ozil there. Lukaku intercepts. Lays it off to Ross Barkley. Back to Lukaku. Plays it back to Osman here. Cross to Barry. They're playing it around here. Everton well are. That's not English. But now he's played it into the box. It's to Barry, and on the volley, hits it just wide. Welbeck can play a ball into Cazorla here. Cuts it back on a defender. Does well. Going to cut back the other way now. Going to hit a shot with Santi Cazorla. It's been tipped over by Tim Howard. Took it a little bit further away from goal than I wanted, so compromised the shot, but still able to get the effort away. Now Ozil's going to swing in this corner. Not a bad ball. Koscielny with his head to it, but straight at Howard. Managed to get the ball to Welbeck there, which I wasn't expecting. Now can get it to Ozil. Ozil with the shot straight at Howard. Cazorla has the ball here. Going to play it to Ozil. looking for a place to go with it. Going to go to Debussy here. Back to Ozil in the box. It's a really good pass. Late to Welbeck. Welbeck with the shot. Welbeck with the finish. It's taken us 76 minutes, but we finally managed to put the ball in the back of the Everton net, and that is 1-1. And it was some pretty good play to do it. A nice back heel from Debussy, a layoff from Ozil, and a good finish from Welbeck there. And that makes it 1-1. Now, can we maybe push on and get a winner here? Now I'm going to make some subs because all my midfield three are tired, so Wilshere, Arteta, and Rosicky are coming on, and Cazorla, Ramsey, and Ozil are going off. They got the ball in a good crossing position here, and Barkley does cross it. Debussy heads away. Now it's given to Walcott, and Walcott can play it to Welbeck, and then Welbeck can play it back to Walcott. And we're on the counter-attack in the 90th minute here. I've got a player at the back post. I'm going to try and get it to him. It is Sanchez, and Sanchez, it's not Sanchez, it's Wilshere. I mean, Wilshere manages to win the game for us in the 90th minute here. You see the players celebrating this win in the 90th minute, which they've just secured. The goal, I've got to be honest, was a bit of a sweaty goal, but I saw the man open at the back post, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to have a player shooting into an open net. Manages to hit the side netting, so almost tried to miss it, but Jack Wilshere wins us the game here in the 90th minute. He's only just come on the pitch as well. Now we just got to sit tight for a minute or two. It's a ball into the box there. It's saved by Leno, the header. That's not a good header away, but that is full time right before Barkley gets that shot off. And that is a 2-1 win against Everton secured in the 90th minute. Dramatic ending to the game. 2 late goals from us, but we do win it. So after that game, I want to make an offer for a striker here. And I'm liking the look of Kuma Babacar the most. He's a little bit lower rated than I'd want, but he's got good potential, so he'll grow into it. And I think Icardi is just a little bit too high rated for the role of player I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to go for Babacar. So it says I want between 4.4 and 6.5, so we'll go right on the bottom of that range. We'll offer him 4.5 to start with. And they've accepted that straight away, so maybe I could have gone for less, but 4.5 is all right. He wants 45k and 4 years, so I'm going to offer both of them. And hopefully he doesn't ask for a squad role, because he wouldn't be any more than squad rotation, but I feel like if he asks for one, he's going to want more than that. So hopefully he doesn't ask for one. Hopefully he's happy with this. And he has accepted that. So we're going to sign Kuma Babacar. And this is now what we've got left in our budget, but I'm not going to spend any more. I think I've done all I want for this window. So we'll assess the team over the first half of the season and see if we want to make any changes in January. Now after that signing, we have the third game of the episode here against Leicester. Go on, they have put out quite a weak team to start with, so I think I'm going to need to make some changes to this. Right, and that's about the best Leicester team I could make. It's crazy seeing them all so low rated after they won the league the year after this. Like Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy only both at 70. That's crazy. But we have one change to our squad with Babacar coming onto the bench. So let's get into this game against Leicester. It's a ball into the box from Mark Albright and it's headed away. It's dropped to Cambiasso and Kramaric on the turn after 4 minutes puts Leicester 1-0 up. I did not expect this early on, but Kramaric was just left completely open. That's a really good finish. And Cambiasso, their best player, the only player that can really match the quality of our team, plays the ball to him. And gotta be honest, it's a really good finish, but I don't know what that save attempt is from Leno, but that is 1-0 to Leicester early on. Ramsey with the ball here, going to try and play it into Welbeck. Now late off to Cazorla. Cazorla with a chance to shoot. He got stopped a bit by that slide tackle, but he got the shot off and Mark Schwarzer saves it. Now Cazorla swings this corner in. It's a decent ball. Koscielny with the header, and that is a great save from Mark Schwarzer again, tipping it over the bar there. We'll go for a similar corner again, though. Can't get to it, but Welbeck does. And it's dropped to Sanchez, and I'm going to shoot with Sanchez here, and that's deflected over for another corner. Ozil's going to take it this time. Koscielny can't get his head to it. Well, he can, but it's spun off the top of his head, and Welbeck can't get the shot off, and Leicester can finally deal with the pressure which I've been putting them under from those corners. I don't know what's just happened there, but Danny Simpson's just given the ball away to Cazorla. I'm going to shoot at the near post with Santi Cazorla here, and that's Mark Schwarzer with another save. And now we have another corner here. And I'm not going to get my head to that, I don't think. And I'm not. This drop to Debussy, whose touch was awful. I wanted to shoot there, and I think Koscielny's gone down injured, which isn't good. Okay, it's not forced me to make a sub, so it might be okay. Actually, I don't think Koscielny's even on the pitch. Where is he? Is he, like, just sitting on the sidelines? Oh, yeah, you can see him in the bottom corner there. Really could do with Koscielny coming back on. So I'm a man short at the back while he's off. I've been down to 10 men ever since Koscielny went off, because there's not been a stop in play, so I've not been able to make a sub, or he's not had a chance to come back on or anything. He's been off the pitch for, like, 20 minutes. So it's meant I've really struggled in this first half here. But Ozil with the ball here. Going to try and slip it through to Walcott, and it's made it through to him with the shot. Can't score. Ozil with the shot with the header from really far out. Didn't come off. And that is half-time here, and we've played with 10 men for pretty much all of that first half since Koscielny went off, because the ball just didn't go out of play, so he didn't come back on, or I couldn't make a sub or anything, so I just had to sub him off at half-time so that I can make sure I've got 11 players on the pitch. So Per Mertesacker will come on for the second half. But look at that domination, though. I better win this game. Ozil with the ball here, going to play a ball out wide to Kieran Gibbs. Was going to run into a crossing channel, but couldn't get the crossing. I'm going to put a crossing with Sanchez now. Welbeck with the header straight at Schwarzer. Ozil with the ball here. Plays it out wide to Debussy, who can slip one more down to Walcott. Gonna go... Okay, that was meant to go back to Debussy, but still got it. Gonna now play it into Debussy. Into Ozil. Ozil with the shot, and it's hit the post. Sanchez on the rebound has missed. Oh, my God. Oh, he was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But I can't believe he missed that. It's a cross from Ulloa here. It's headed away as far as Drinkwater. Now Drinkwater with a chance to shoot, and it's drifted just wide. Leicester just sitting in so deep here. It's so difficult to break them down. I got it to Welbeck here, and that, I don't know what that pass was. And that is full time here, and we do lose 1-0 to Leicester. And that man, Mark Schwarzer, had an absolutely ridiculous performance. He was making saves left, right, and centre. I just could not get the ball past him. It was like a brick wall in that net. So that is our first loss of the season. It comes against Leicester of all teams, probably the worst team in the league in this game. Look at that. They had 1 shot. We had 9, and they still won. Koscielny's going to be out for 4 weeks with a sprained ankle. And we also have a loan offer for Hector Bellerin, so we're going to accept that. And after that game, we have transfer deadline day, but I'm not looking to buy anyone, so any events that happen will just be us selling players or loaning players or something. And now that is the transfer window over, so we're stuck with the squad we have until January. But now that is the end of this episode. We managed to finish the transfer window in this episode and get the Premier League season started. A couple of good wins, but then a poor loss against Leicester, which is disappointing. But the first game of next episode is our first game of the Champions League at home against CSKA Moscow. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. If you want to carry on watching this series, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.